Good afternoon, gentlemen. We're here for the mayor's budget hearing for the beer board, and appreciate your coming over this afternoon. I'm joined this afternoon by Talia Lomax O'Neill, the finance director, and by the city's chief strategy officer, Brian Kelsey. Additionally, Council Lady Tanika Virtue, the budget and finance committee chair, has joined us this afternoon. Before we get started, I've just been pointing out that over the last couple of years, we've had more than $200 million in new revenue, which has allowed us to do improvements across the board in most departments. This year, we're not anticipating such an increase. So as a result, we are asking departments to stick with the status quo budget so that we can also stick with the historically low tax rate that the city has right now. And so with that, I'll turn it over to you, and if you could introduce yourself and those who came with you from your beer board, and give us a brief overview, I would appreciate it.
Great, thank you. Thank you for having me today, Mayor Briley. My name is Benton McDonough, and I am the Executive Director of the Metro Nashville Beer Permit Board. And with me today is our chairman, Brian Taylor. Also, we have Terry Clements with us and John Spraggins as well. And I would also like to thank Council Lady Virtue for being here as well in attendance. But as I said, my name is Benton McDonough, and I'm the Executive Director of the Metropolitan Beer Permit Board. I'd like to begin by thank you all for the opportunity to serve in my current capacity and to present our budget for your consideration. I would like to provide a brief overview of the improvements that we have seen over my last 9 months. And just as a short synopsis, the Beer Board has jurisdiction of the licensing, regulating, and controlling of the transportation, storage, sale, distribution, possession, receipt, and/or manufacture of beer of an alcoholic content of not more than 8% by weight, or any other beverage of like alcoholic content. Now, in a recent interview, the mayor stressed the importance of a leader to listen to the needs of your staff and also of your constituents. Also, in conversations that I've had with Chairman Taylor, excuse me, we often discuss the importance of making minimal changes that have maximum impact. I believe you will find that our recent improvements reflect our willingness to blend both of these approaches by listening to the needs of the permit holders and also the public, while also improving upon the product that we deliver through a small yet precise tweaks that we make in the day-to-day basis. When I first took over as executive director, the existing businesses going through a change of ownership were allowed to obtain a temporary permit to continue operation. However, new businesses were not afforded the same opportunity. New businesses often completed the necessary paperwork but had to wait several weeks to make sure that they obtained the board approval, losing out on valuable business time. One of the first things we did was change Rule 1 in the board rules, and this allowed the beer board staff to approve a temporary permit for both new businesses and existing businesses. And this type of temporary permit is valid until the next scheduled board meeting. Now, both types of businesses can begin operating and generating income and revenue for the businesses and for the city. Also, we made a change to the privilege tax in the way that it was applied. Before I came, it was applied on a 365-day basis, which could be confusing because it would change by 27 cents on a daily basis. And we found many times that permit holders would go to the bank and get a cashier's check for the exact amount, and then come several days later. However, the amount for the privilege tax at that point had changed, so they'd have to back and get another check for that. So we changed it to a 12-month basis, and it changes every month, and it's based upon the month that your application was actually approved by the board. And along the same lines, we also started accepting business and personal checks. That was an issue before because it really cut down on the types of payments that we could receive. And so actually we've seen an enormous increase in the types of and the use of business and personal checks on a daily basis now. I believe that's the predominant type of payment that we receive now. We are also moving towards utilizing electronic applications. Currently, we're still using paper-based product, which before it did require people to come into our office and apply in person. So we took steps to work with the council and also with our legal counsel to make sure that that we could change the Metro ordinance so that people were not any longer required to come in person. So they will now be able to apply online once we get the applications up and running. But we found that a large number of our applicants reside outside of the state of Tennessee, whether we're talking about a corporation or someone who's a member of a partnership. So we are in the process of utilizing the electronic application that would not require a person to come in and apply in person. What we did find was that by utilizing the CityWorks system, it does not afford the same safeguards for personal identifying information for our system like we currently have with the paper-based system. But therefore, we work closely with ITS, the Metro Police Department, and the TBI to make sure that we had another way of protecting that information once they started applying online. Also, we have technology upgrades. Currently, our inspectors now carry tablets, which allows them to access our records through CityWorks while they're out in the field, and it also cuts down the amount of paper that we utilize. We also upgraded from flip phones to iPhones as well for that, so that definitely helps with the technology and the quality of photos that we have. Yes.
It's like
Quite a bit.
Netflix series where you got those guys out in the field.
The flip phone is coming back. That's awesome.
Right. Next, we instituted inspectors' office hours because we found that a lot of people were claiming that they didn't necessarily understand the rules or the laws that were in place. So we now set aside a time, 7 a.m. or 7:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Mondays for anyone, whether an applicant or a permit holder or a member of the general public, can come in and schedule a time to meet with one of our inspectors and ask any questions regarding beer law that they may have. Also, we instituted a FAQ section on our website because we found that several people kept having the same questions that they were asking. So we took the opportunity to create the FAQ, and we just posted a question regarding acceptable forms of identification that'll be accepted for serving alcohol. And we're also working on a new one for the upcoming wedding season to make sure that people who are planning weddings are staying within the confines of the beer laws in Metro Nashville. During my time, we've improved the relationships with community and government entities. We're performing more outreach as we communicate and carry out more operations with the Nashville Prevention Partnership and the Metro Police Department Youth Services and the TABC, which is the State Alcoholic Beverage Commission. And we carry out compliance checks in accordance with them. And we also have been in close communication with the Mayor's Office for New Americans in an attempt to assess the most common languages that need assistance for permit holders and applicants. And we are also reaching out to various entities within the business community to try and work with them. We'll have many entities that come before us on a regular basis, and so we're trying to reach out to them to make sure that we're meeting their needs and providing them with the help and support they may need in applying for a beer permit. We also reformatted our rules and organized the beer board rules to make them more user-friendly to the general public. We started actually taking an idea from the beer board in Shelby County and started posting the sample documents as well as the contact information for the government entities that provide those documents during the application process. And finally, in trying to find new streams of revenue that may be out there, we are looking at implementing an alcohol training program for new applicants and also for alcohol violators that we find during our compliance checks. And it would be similar to what sort of the school that's similar to what Codes has in place, where it's court ordered. In that case, any of the violators will then be ordered to attend the class for that, and then we can use that money in turn to to fund our compliance checks and working with the Nashville Prevention Partnership and the Metro PD. But again, I thank you for the opportunity to be here today, and I just want to point out that this has been a team effort, and definitely couldn't do it without our inspectors, Terrence Darby, Jesus Carreno, Doug James, and our office administrator, Amanda Webb, and also our board members, Brian Taylor, Talisha Cobb, Terry Clements, Jessica Van Dyke, Jack Davis, Kia Jarman, and John Spraggins. And finally, I just would like to thank our general counsel, Quan Poole, and Julie Welch, who was our office administrator before, who left recently. Without their help and support and their buy-in to what we're doing, this would not be possible. So I appreciate your time, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have at this time.
Okay, I just want to jump right to it. There's a budget modification in here.
Yes, ma'am.
I think this is what you were maybe talking about before. I want to make sure I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Is this saying for a $5,800 investment that you anticipate that we'd be able to generate $54,000 of revenue?
Yes, ma'am. With
Okay,
the
you might just want to elaborate on that a little
yes.
bit.
With
That's a nice return.
yes. Based upon our current revenue this year and last year, and what we're asking for is the $5,800 to help fund the basically the beer buys that we have, where we work with the NPP, the Nashville Prevention Partnership, and Metro PD and TABC. And the $5,800, they had to actually reallocate, NPP had to reallocate money for the opioid crisis that is out there now, and so they had to cut the budget for these beer buys back significantly. And so right now they have a budget for the year of about $5,000, and so by putting in $5,800, that would allow us to fund an extra team of agents to go out, and based upon what we typically see is that we have about three beer buys that take place on average during each of these stings. So selling to an underage patron, that happens on average about 3 times every time we go out. So that's where the $54,000 came in that case.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any questions either. Thanks. Sounds like y'all are going in the right direction. And despite your board, no, just got an excellent board, hardworking volunteers, and I appreciate it. And look forward to a good year coming up in 18-19.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.